What's going on, guys? Point Pleasant here, and we are going to be talking about the River Aurora Scandi. This one's been in my safe for a couple of months. I have been waiting to do the review because, well, I've just had other stuff that I've been trying to get through. Folders and other knives that I felt like I probably had better things to talk about. But today we're going to be talking about the Aurora Scandi Bark River. I picked this up at DLT. This is not a cheap knife, but luckily I got a pretty good one. We're going to take a look at it. This is the Antique Ivory Micarta with mosaic pins, black liners. Get a good look at both sides. And it has a gold colored, I believe this is brass, but I have no idea, honestly, lanyard loop, and that's a big one, so you could fit pretty much whatever kind of cordage you want through there. This handle flares out pretty good at the base so that when you put it in your hand, this thing really locks it in. So I'm not really sure why you would need that much locked in on the back, but man, it feels pretty good, I'll tell you. And then of course we have blade markings and CPM 3V, which is just about one of the nicest laser marks I've gotten on a Bark River. Sometimes they're faded, sometimes they look all different kinds of ways. We've got a .29 mil blade stock on that, and it is thick all the way down to where it tapers at the tip. So really robust tip on this knife, mostly due to the Scandi grind, and this thing will probably handle anything you want to throw at it. Let's do some size comparisons real quick. You've got the Bark Gunny and a Bark River 1.5 LT. And disregard the sap all over the LT. I took it out for a recent camping excursion, and it did most of the small kindling preparation. But anyway, you can kind of see where it's going right there. It's a perfect medium between a Gunny and a 1.5. I'd say it's pretty close to a Bark River Bravo 1 if you have one of those. But, you know, different blade shape, things like that. So it's more of a almost spear point to it. I mean, I think you could still consider this a drop point, but it's very close to being dead even spear point kind of a shape. Anyway, so there's that. And we'll just do some measurements real quick. You've got a 4 and about 3/4 inch handle. You've got about 4 1/4 inch of cutting edge, and a total length from butt to tip right at about 9 1/4 inches on this knife. So really nice size for whatever bushcraft tasks. You can get pretty close to the blade so that you are choked up on it real good. The handle, Coke bottle shape. This one's done really well. It's been smoothed out really nice. It's not square like some of them come. This one feels good. Yeah. It comes with this paddle holster, which I really enjoy because it allows me to put the knife in here like this. And as you know, if you've been watching my videos, I am left-handed, so a lot of times when I take this Bark River Gunny, which is kind of my go-to small bushcrafting knife, yeah, I have to put that on my right hip, and then I have to pull it out of the sheath and then transfer it over to my left hand. I don't like doing that, so this is probably going to start being my go-to small knife. However, I do want to point out that it is a chunk, man. This thing is a thick, I don't know why, but it's particularly heavy. Like when I compare it to the 1.5 LT, the Aurora kind of feels heavier, which makes me almost wonder, like, well, I guess maybe I should just take this one since it's a little bit lighter. I feel pretty comfortable about doing stuff with it as well. But yeah, this it's got some weight to it. It does balance towards the hand. Like I could put my finger, yeah, about an inch back from the handle, and it still balances towards the hand more or less. So balance point's like somewhere in here before the front finger. So it wants to stay in your hand if you've got your finger up in this front groove. I'll compare it against a little bug out in case you don't have any of that. That might be something that you got at your house. Anyway, yeah, I think that this is a great bushcraft style knife. Unfortunately, it is a little bit heavier than I thought it would be, but I don't think that's going to keep me from taking it out and getting good use out of it. I really enjoy it. Mosaic pins, just a beauty of a knife. Can't wait to get it out and use it. I want to say that I appreciate everybody liking, subscribing. That helps me with the algorithm so much. And if you could just take half a second to go give me a like or a comment, anything you want to know about this knife or any of the other knives that I've shown, just let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to answer back. I answer all my comments. So anyway, y'all have a good day. I appreciate you.